Because if you did, then it wouldn't be a chataf patach. It would have a plain patach, or it would have even a kametz. Okay, so no. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to give a minimal amount of vowelization to the aleph. You can't have an aleph with a shva that has any pronunciation. Okay. Aleph can't do that. You can't do that.
Right.
So if you're going to give it some vowelization, but a minimal amount, then you put a chataf patach under it.
But why does that have to be a minimal?
If you're going
why is it minimal? Why can't it be, as it is, it's disadvantaged by being a vowel, sort of like one of those letters.
So
we want to help it and maximize it, don't we?
No, not always. Sometimes you want to de-emphasize.
Intentionally de-emphasizing it.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
So let me give you one where it gets completely lost. So we talk about the tribe of Reuven, and when we talk about the people of Reuven, it's Reuveni. The aleph completely disappears.
It's there.
You don't pronounce the aleph at all because it's got no shva under it. It's got no chataf patach. It's got no patach. It's no kametz. There's no nekudot under the aleph. So Reuveni, as if it was resh vav.
Mm-hmm.
There's no aleph there at all. Here you want the aleph.
Why do we want that? Why would we want that? See, it's there, but you can't pronounce it.
So again, when he's named,
born, yeah.
It says, look, it's a boy.
It's a boy.
It's the first one. Look, it's a boy.
Look, I see that.
So Reuven, that's why he's named that.
Right.
When you want to focus on him, then when you mention him as a person, then you want to focus on him. That his main attribute was he was the firstborn boy. He's the Bechor, so you have to focus on him. When you focus on the tribe, they sort of didn't do anything to maintain that status.
Right.
So it's you lose that. You don't see that he's the son. You just.
Well, that happens to be Reuben. That's the example you picked.
You aligned it.
Do you have another example?
Here, okay, well that's the one that immediately pops to mind because that one comes up very often.
Right.
Here, ha'adama or hadama is you're focusing your number one on the fact that it's the definite article, and it still has some element of Adam, of man coming out of it, but it's de-emphasized.
Right. Also, maybe because we just lived through a flood, and maybe the whole face of the earth is topographically changed, and maybe that's what it's saying, that the Adamah doesn't look. It's not the full picture that you saw before. Mm-hmm. Maybe some of it's not there anymore. Some of it was destroyed.
So Adamah, all you see is Adamah. You don't even see the vegetation because it's now buried under the soil.
So Charbu Pnei Adamah. Part of the face of the earth was destroyed.
You see, what I'm thinking of is you're de-emphasizing the from Adamah. So you're taking the concept of this is something that could lead Adam to spring out of it, that man could be created from. That potential is no longer there. So you've de-emphasized the aleph because you don't want the concept of it being able to create another man again, the way that it was originally.
But that's been around for a while. Only Adam was like that.
Maybe the point is
everyone's coming from a mother now.
But maybe the point is that though Kadosh Baruch Hu, he didn't change the koifas that he gave the earth at that point until the flood.
No, so he did. No, he did after the earth was cursed.
Yeah. Okay, but he didn't change.
Since then, it's been different.
I think maybe there's a Chava meaning to say that you may have cursed the Adamah, but the Adamah is koifas. The whole point is the Adamah had the koifas, but I'm going to deny you the koifas that it has, right? That, in fact, with the Colossians, can I have that finished, please? Let's put that there.
Koifas.
That was a curse, in fact, after they got thrown out of Gan Eden.
Yeah.
Baburay.
Right.
Can I tell you this? That you never tell you this?
You could be my brother.
I was running the most stuff that your father mentioned. You know that. Do you remember? That's what's going inside that side. And then he went and married that guy in Mentor.
You know, Gimel Shvat is the yard side. Or the
Right. And and that's what I told Sue. I said, Sue, your father's giving his, just you have to ask for your hand in marriage from your father. That was his way of saying yes. Of course, you disregarded it. That's why I was pushing for us to let him play with in time, but I was too late. You already married Arthur. Although I decided I didn't mind. I don't see him here for a couple of weeks.
So really, every time you see Ha'adama, the aleph is written with a chatapatach.
So you're saying, but getting back to the makaf, you said the makaf does what?
So I'm looking at other instances of the word Ha'adama. So we've got words with Ha'adama with a zakef katon, with the zakef under the hey, and the katon on the mem, and a yativ katon. So again, we're always having the chataf patach under the aleph. So obviously,
I'm asking about the makaf.
So the makaf is coming in place of a note. It's telling you that there is an emphasis on that syllable. That syllable gets pronunciation.
But a note, there would never be a note on the last word with there.
Okay, so I'm saying, because there's no note there, because you've got the sof pasuk, you have to replace that to give proper emphasis to the word, just with this marking that's going to tell you that syllable does get some pronunciation. So this word is always written like this.
So let's say this word wasn't
when you see, but it's not a question of what that is. The question is the pronunciation. Does that syllable get emphasis?
Wait, does every last word in a pasuk get a makaf?
No. Yes.
Okay, so it's connected to the pasuk.
But the first,
not because it's an aleph.
the hey at the beginning doesn't always get a makaf. That first syllable doesn't. The last,
right. But a makaf is a feature of being the last word in the pasuk, right? Is that what you're saying?
It's part of the sof pasuk. In fact, one of the books that I brought that discussed what a sof pasuk is, it says that makaf is in fact the sof pasuk, not the two dots.
So makaf do not appear in other words in the middle of a sentence?
Makaf appears on many other words to tell you that you're getting another syllable that's getting pronunciation. So when you look at Ha'adama, you've got two makafs there.
Right.
The second one is the sof pasuk. The one under the mem is the sof pasuk. The first one is to tell you that it's not Ha'adama. You don't lose the entire first syllable with no pronunciation to it, with no emphasis on it. You're going to split the pronunciation 50-50. Ha'adama.
Say that last part again.
So, because you've got a second mark that tells you a syllable gets a pronunciation, then it's not Hadama, but Ha'adama. The Ha gets pronunciation and the Ma gets pronunciation.
Now, is that the makaf under the mem? Is that makaf under the mem?
That makaf is under the mem, and that, as I said, in the other sefer that I brought, is actually defined as the sof pasuk. The sof pasuk is not those two. Those two diamonds are a note, an editor's note that was added later.
Oh. So you mean the guys who made the truck and everything? That was.
So the sof pasuk. The sof pasuk is that makaf. It's not. Those are added for convenience.
So it's part of, but I'm trying to ask you the bit, but pronunciation-wise, if you didn't have that makaf,
which one? The first one or the second one?
You'd have to have the second one. You're saying
the second one is the sof pasuk.
So let's say in another word, haaretz.
Haaretz. You see under the aleph. Next sentence, 814, the next page, page 59. There's one under the aleph. That's your sof pasuk. But there's only one of them because no other syllable shares the accent. So how do you know whether it's
when you say accent, you talk about milel milra, or that's a different accent?
Yes, milel milra. So how do we know whether it's
Adama or
haaretz, or haaretz? Because it's under the aleph.
It's like chipotle, chipotle, and chipotle, and all right. Chipotle. Okay. What is it really? What is it? Chipotle? Chipotle? What is it? I'm getting. No, what is it? Chipotle or
Chipotle?
Chipotle. Chipotle, not chipotle. I don't know. Whatever. It's too spicy. Okay, me and Victor have to get up at 7 tomorrow. Earlier.
ויהי
I don't want this.
באחת ושש מאות שנה בראשון באחד לחודש חרבו המים מעל הארץ ויסר נוח את מכסה התיבה וירא והנה חרבו פני האדמה.
You make Lauren sound like a locomotive. You would get away with that in shul.
Why?
Because people want to go home.
It's okay.
No, it's great.
Okay.
I asked for it.
Go ahead.
I think we're going to stop for the evening.
Yeah, sure.
Beautifully done.
And we'll
Actually,
continue
there
on
is
next
a
week.
difference when Jeff does it.
Yeah.
It's nice, you can hear it. And then, like during Yom Tov,
Mhm.
the young fellow who did the maftir after you, it's like, it was like a train.
We